I woke up a bit before sunrise feeling incredibly depressed. It's been sort of building up the last couple days, so I'm gonna go on a long ride, just try to clear my head a little bit, try to see something different and beautiful. And even though it's not real therapy, it'll probably still help. This is my favorite vegetarian restaurant in Hua Hin. It's called Ruin Thong, and it's a family-owned restaurant. They have different stuff every single day, and the food is amazing. I'm not even to the first stop yet, but I had to pull over because look at this. Look at how beautiful that is. And also, enjoying this little tea I got at the gas station the other day, which is really delicious. But man, jeez, my mind is blown. It's so beautiful. My therapist and I were talking the other day about the ability to acknowledge different perspectives and sort of live in two different realities at once. She was saying something about dialectic or dialectical something. I don't remember what the term was, but we were talking about it because I was expressing to her this weird place that I'm in of feeling like I'm living in two different realities. There's one reality where I'm in this amazing, beautiful country. I have a motorcycle. I can essentially do anything I want whenever I want to do it. Anything that interests me, anywhere I want to go, I can just go there and do it. And at the same time, I'm going through this heartbreak, and I have this heartache, and I think that's where I'm supposed to turn. It's just kind of a weird place to be mentally. I think it's good because even though things hurt so much, I can still force myself to go out and be surrounded by this place and meet new people and have new experiences. Trying to hold space for myself and give myself the room I need to just mourn the relationship, I guess. This tinted visor, and I'm really glad that I did, because up until now I've been riding either with my clear visor or goggles, and the goggles that I have kind of press on my nose and they're just not really that comfortable, and also I get so much more wind noise obviously with goggles. So it's nice to have this visor and get a little less noisiness and still get some protection from the sun. It's actually not as dark as I would like it to be, and I'm very tempted to go into like a window tinting shop and ask them to put some window tint over it, make it a little darker. Something's going on with this GoPro again. This is the one that's been giving me problems. It just turned itself off and now it's turning back on. This is incredibly frustrating. I'm gonna pull over and take a look. I don't really understand what the deal is with this thing. I've been using it the last couple of days and it seemed to be fine. It's possible that I over tightened these and now there's more vibrations getting through. So my running theory with this GoPro is that it's getting too much vibration and that's why it's shutting off. Also, it's an older GoPro. Some little dirt roads. Do we go on the dirt road? Do we get distracted and go on the dirt road? Yeah, I think we do. I think the answer is yes. Yeah, I think we're gonna let ourselves get a little distracted today. Why? Because we deserve it. Because adventure. And also I have time. I don't need to be back in town for a good 8 hours, I think. Is this it? Yeah, it is. I haven't done any sort of off-road since I pulled the luggage racks off of this bike. So I am very excited to feel the difference. Okay. Not this way. I did not realize how much weight those luggage racks were adding, but man, this bike feels so much better without them. Oh, look at that. Back to the road. That's exciting. Love that. We love a little shortcut, long cut adventure. So I think where I just was actually kind of sort of where I wanted to be ish for my first stop. Oh, okay. They're doing some irrigation or something here, and they have a bunch of stuff laid down in the road. So they're asking me not to go this way, which I am obviously going to, respect their wishes. There may be another way to get there, I think. Yeah, okay. I think there's a road next to this one that I can get onto. Yeah, here we go, okay. Oh, they're saying don't go this way either. Let's talk to him, see. Saudi Cap?
นู่น
Oh.
มันจะมีป้าย บอก
Uh-huh.
ตรงไปเลย
Okay. Kap kung kap. They're saying, don't go this way either. Which is fine. Although I am a little confused by that. Although it sort of sounded like what she was saying is that I can look for a big archway. That will get me where I want to go. So we'll see. There is a spot up here that, okay. There's a big sign. Yes, okay, this is where I want to go. Now I remember. Seeing this waterfall on Google Maps. Anybody here? Anyone I need to talk to or check in with? Doesn't look like it. Google Maps did say that it was temporarily closed, but I was hoping that wasn't true. But it looks like it is. That's disappointing. Let's see if we can translate this sign and at least see what it says. My phone is not seeing this as writing. Oh, there we go. Do I have service? Yeah, I have a little service. Okay, well, it's not giving me any English translation. That's disappointing. Well, I already knew that this bike was more enjoyable to ride with less weight on the back, but I did not realize how much of a difference not having just the empty racks would make. And this is really kind of cuckoo bananas. It makes me really excited, especially for my next riding lesson, which is, I think, just going to be so much more fun. The bike feels so much more agile, and I feel a lot more confident on it too. Howdy, Cap. Oh, no motorcycle. Okay. Alright, so some disappointing news. Trying to get into this national park and they're saying that no motorcycles are allowed. I'm really curious why. Saudi Cap?
เขาว่าถ้าประกันก็ไปที่ศาล No
Yeah.
No motorbike No walk
No motorbike, no walk.
Yes
Because of animals? Because it's dangerous?
Taxi
Oh, it's only for taxis. I see. Okay. Kap kung kap. I did get a clear answer. You can't go in on a motorcycle. You can't walk in. You can't even take your own car. You have to hire a car to take you into the park. I get it. I understand. But I find it incredibly disappointing, especially because I rode so far to get here. There's another spot I wanted to go to, and now I'm worried that it's going to be the same situation because I think it's like an hour further, but it's part of the same national park. I guess I'm making the assumption that it's purely economical, but we are kind of close to the border, so maybe that's part of it too, is that they're just overly cautious about who's spending time in the park so close to the border. All right, it. We're just gonna ride to this next spot. It's only an hour and 20 minutes further. I'm still about an hour out of where I want to be, but there's a checkpoint of some checkpoint of some kind here. It's okay? I can go? It's okay? No? Oh. It's the national park?
No.
Oh. No motorcycle. Okay. Okay. Kap kung kap. This is very disappointing. This is another example of Google Maps saying one thing and reality being something totally different. they also don't let motorcycles into here, so I guess it must be for the whole park. I don't really want to just ride home, but I don't know what else to do. I'm considering just paying to have a guide take me in, but I don't even know where they are, and honestly, it's still another hour to the point that I actually wanted to get to, and I don't know that I want to just spend an hour in a car or in a truck. Maybe if I was here with a friend and I had somebody to hang out with and talk with, but alright, well, we'll figure something out. Looks like there's a coffee shop with a decent view about 20 minutes from here, so I'm gonna head that way and see what we find. I think this place is also somewhere you can stay. That house is amazing. Wow. Wow. This view. Oh, I've seen this lake on the map. I'm pretty sure this lake you can put your bike on a ferry and go to the other side and ride around. Got some fun little music going on. It's really cute. We'll see how the coffee is. I ordered an orange Americano. Typically I get a yuzu Americano, but they didn't have yuzu, so it's okay. I think it's gonna be good. We'll see. The woman inside was really sweet and seemed happy that I was attempting to order in Thai. You go to places more near where I'm staying and the menu will be in English and Thai, but here it's just Thai. We figured it out. They brought me my drink on this little tray with a little palm tree on it. Pretty adorable. This drink is actually delicious. The orange juice in this is really, really, really good. The coffee is not super strong, but the orange juice is so tasty. It's, yeah, definitely into it. There are some young Thai folks having a photo shoot up there, and I had a conversation with them. Really nice people. I love that they're just spending the day up here. The guy taking the photos is new to photography and just getting into it. So they all cruised up here to take some photos. I love it. That coffee was good, but it was a lot more ice than drink, and it kind of left me wanting more. But I found another coffee shop up here that looks like it's going to be pretty decent. It's only like 10 minutes away, so that's cool. I do get lonely being a solo traveler, even just on day trips like this, but at least in Thailand, people are so friendly. It's so easy to make friends. And also, I just think it's easier when you're traveling alone to meet people, because you kind of don't really have a choice. If you want to be social, then you have to meet someone new. I also think it kind of makes you a little more approachable. You know, you're not like in a group and having a conversation with someone else that someone has to interrupt in order to interact with you. So I think it just feels a little more natural for everybody involved when you're by yourself to start up a conversation with someone, especially if you're a foreigner and they're a local. Wow, they have a lot of beware of falling coconut signs here. This must be a real problem. Oh, okay, here we are. sad to report that coffee was not good. Like, not good at all. I actually dumped it out after a couple sips. It didn't feel like it was worth the caffeine. On the bright side though, I found somewhere that looks really, really cool. I'm gonna ride there now. I don't want to say what it is because I'm not sure if it's going to be open or not, and I don't want to spoil the surprise of how beautiful it is if it is open and if I can actually get to it. So let's go. So far, this is seeming promising. Sawadee Kap? The bridge? Okay. Kap kung kap. That seemed like a situation in which the answer normally would have been no, and he just decided to say yes, which I am incredibly grateful for. There are obviously a lot of vehicles here, but clearly these are people who are paying to camp here. I'm on the other side of the bridge now, which was cool. It's a nice, cute little view. There's a bike path here, and I'm assuming this is a little island that people can ride around, which is really cool. But I don't have a bicycle. And it doesn't really seem like there's much over here. I mean, there's this empty building, but other than that, I think it's kind of just a little bike tour area. And I don't really feel like walking that far. Also, it's really hitting me that the last time I ate was about 6 hours ago. So I think I'm gonna try to find some lunch. I'm turning around because I just passed some people who were wearing what looked like climbing harnesses and shirts that said volunteer rescue. So I kind of want to see what that's all about. I've been thinking lately that it would be cool to do something that's giving back to the community a little bit. That was cool, and I got some good information. They said that they do accept volunteers and that they do these training courses. Right now they're doing like a 3-day training course. They do rope rescue, they do swift water rescue, and they do fire rescue. None of you would know this about me, but years ago I did a rope rescue course in Joshua Tree in Southern California. It was really, really intense, but it was also really rewarding. And then I never did anything with that training, so it'd be cool to maybe get back into it if I'm gonna be in Thailand for a while. It'd be a cool way to give back to the community. I don't know, we'll see. This place I'm going to for lunch, I believe is a temple, and I also believe I was supposed to turn there. Very confused. Do not understand where this wants me to go. I was looking for vegetarian restaurants and this place came up. I really, really hope they actually have food because this is quite a bit out of the way. Definitely looks like the place. Sawadee Kap. Restaurant? Guess I should probably learn the word for restaurant. There's a guy here who seems to speak really good English. He doesn't look Thai to me, but I don't know. He was very, very intent on making sure I knew that the food here was vegetarian, and then seemed pretty happy that I was okay with it. So that's kind of a fun little experience there. I think they're making me some sort of fried rice dish. I'm not really sure, but pretty sure. This looks pretty tasty. It looks like there's some seitan in there, maybe? Some sort of vegetarian meat. Very excited. This isn't your average temple in Thailand. It's dedicated to all religions of the world, and they have several different readings of various religious texts throughout each week. Well, I was about to ride home, but I have a flat tire. That's not great. The guy guided me over here and then walked away, so I'm not really sure what's happening. Yeah, I guess we can put some air in it and see how far that'll get me. Cup gung cup. Got some air in there. That should at least get me to a mechanic shop. I just passed a scooter mechanic, so I'm actually going to go there first and see if they can maybe find the hole and patch it. Saudi Cup. Good news, they said they can patch it, and it's going to cost me 50 baht, which is approximately $1.45. So more good news. As you can see, we've put my bag here way down the back of the bike to keep the front wheel up. We had to do a similar thing at the last shop I got a flat at, because a lot of these scooter shops, they can work on bikes like this, but typically they don't have a way to get the front wheel off the ground, so we improvise. They got everything fixed up for me, although he did make it very, very clear that I need to replace the inner tube. He's basically like, it's fixed for now, but you need to replace it as soon as possible, so that's good to know. I appreciate him telling me that.